Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to our No Logic race for our No Logic tournament. We've got two runners here, Flipheal and vZakat. Pretty good runners. We're going to see some really interesting things. So, No Logic. Well, we get to do a lot of overworld glitches. You'll see a lot of familiar things where we're going through walls. And then we'll be seeing a lot of things that you won't often see. So you're seeing like some YBAs and miss slot-ins, and I'm not the best. Like my knowledge is very limited, but we do have some qualified runners here in the chat who will definitely help me out, I hope. And just kind of see it as I'm going to be your host. I'm going to be the air hostess, and we've got the pilots in the chat there. We've got Tam on tracking. Thank you to them to dedicating their time to help with the tracking here. Also one of the runners in the tournament, so hopefully they'll get to help. And then we've got a few other people there as well who will know some of the No Logic shenanigans that we'll be getting up to, no doubt. So this particular mode, it's called Double Rod. So we actually get a double of the Fire Rod and Ice Rod. It's kind of found that like when you just do it normally, you kind of end up on Fire Rod or Ice Rod go mode, and it's kind of like you've got the entire world to search, and it can kind of be a little bit boring to play and to run, and it's not very interesting. So we've given it the double rods to try and alleviate some of that stuff. And we also, I believe, we've got keys on as well, so we'll see a lot of key sanity stuff, and that's just kind of like to get rid of some of the key locks. They should be starting any moment. I believe this is their first game that they're playing against each other. Oh, it's definitely their first game because they've got no Triforce lit up. Still quite new into the tournament so far. We've only had a few matches. And of course we start with boots because boots are almost a necessity when it comes with glitches. And we start with the Castle Tower. So Castle Tower key is quite an interesting one. I guess not really. Like, Aga's not really going to be required. Unless there's something actually on Lumberjack. Oh, big key up there. So we're going to be seeing a lot of like key skips and stuff like that. When we're going to need even less than we particularly would need for the dungeons. And as you can see, yeah, both runners are just going to do a normal overworld glitch here. And just kind of work their way over to the island. And it's the Desert Palace Peak. All right. Oh, Flipheal. I didn't quite catch what happened there. Oh, there we go. Which is a different setup, I think, than the one I'm used to. I'm more used to the one that vZakat does. So it looks like we're going to be heading up quickly over to Starhard here. Like, it's a nice place. We can see what the green pendant is. We can it's a nice pre-check. So even in like a casual boots or something, it's not a bad start to be starting in Starhard's closet. And here we go. Flipheal is doing a little jump here and flick off the rock and instantly hobo. There's a very alternative way there to set up a fake flipper. So I've not found anything too interesting yet. There was nothing really in Sar's closet. I think the seeds are kind of going to be quite familiar. If you're used to overworld glitches or hybrid major glitches, you're going to be seeing a lot of overworld glitches quite early as we're scouting out all the value locations. But then once we start deciding, you know what, time to maybe check a few dungeons, then we're going to see some real shenanigans. There's a term that is like to be said in the no logic, and it's called oh no mode, where we potentially got go mode, In fact, we've got enough items to clear the game, but we're going to be having to do some really, really difficult tricks. So we'll see what the runners find today. Oh no. That's... oh no. Great. So, Pandora's box. The shovel up on Lumberjack. So yeah, maybe we will be needing those castle tower keys. Who knows? Probably not. Because even if it's fire rod or ice rod behind that shovel, like we still got the second one. Oh, we don't actually need... oh, of course. Just need Samaria. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So there we go. See? Already being put correct. So it looks like Zakat is going straight up the mountain here. Needs to be a bit quick before the green guard. There we go. And this will take us straight into the old man. We'll have to do it with dark rooms. We can use bombs. Oh, and guess the dash as well, which is what he's going to do to light his way. Flipheal is going to take a bit more of a standard route. And just looks like it's going to head to CAC, maybe into desert. Here we go. Let's see what we can find here. There we are, the Swamp Small Key. Actually, Zuckbot actually just choosing, you know what, I'm going to have a quick look in Hera here. Finds himself a small key. It's a pod. The pod's an interesting dungeon because we can actually get there from Cave State and we can open up doors without needing keys. Zakat decided to carry on going for the Hera. He's using up a few bombs. Oh, nice hammer there from Flipheal. And just 100 rupees, like a little bit of early money. There's another pod key. So, Hammer, as nice as Hammer is, and I'm sure Flipheal and eventually Zakat will be happy to find that. Hammer isn't necessarily required to complete the seed. So even a lot of the hammer lock checks or in dungeons, we can actually just skip. So yes, the items are scattered everywhere, just to answer the question in chat. And it doesn't care about logic, but you will see there will be a lot of stuff that isn't supposed to happen. It doesn't make sense. We can find alternative ways into rooms. There's a Turtle Rock small key there on Sick Kid and a Hera big key. So Hera big key will be nice because we can potentially use that to open up the Swamp Palace big chest if we want to. There's a lot of early big keys as well. So some of these big keys we can use for like 2 or 3 different dungeons. Oh, and there's the Swamp Palace big key, so that whole point is now moot because we can do it if we want to. And just a piece of heart here, so we're probably not going to pick that up. And we're just probably just going to Went into desert. It's not very often in a logic seed with no glitches that you get to see a 7-minute, 8-minute desert. And with that desert big key as well, this kind of makes sense. Because we get to do the extra chest in the big chest, which gives us nothing. So there's another little glitch, which I don't think we can do at the moment. The quadrant glitch to get into the right side of desert, I believe. Or maybe we can do it. So we can kind of bypass needing the small key here to desert. The quadrant glitch kind of unlocks the camera a little bit. It doesn't look like he got it there, so he's going to attempt for it again. So from what I know, you'll know he's got it if you see the camera kind of unlocked and do some weird things. And then we'll be opening up some chests that we can't actually see. There we go. And there we are. Now we're in that room. Nothing here. But it's pretty cool to see. And just blow himself up and start again. So if you missed all that, or now you've seen it once, we're going to see it again on vZakat's screen. So you know what's going on now. You can probably follow along. So yeah, I think what people are talking, you usually don't see what's in those chests, but I believe Flipheal did something to fix that. So we could actually see what was being found. We're having a little trouble here getting up on the ledge. Come on. There we go. This looks like it's a play back to desert. So this is probably a Gina here from Flipheal. As we'll probably see vZakat now setting up for the quadrant glitch. So here we go. We've already seen it once. I think he just kind of reset the room there. Or did he get what he needed to do? Gets it first try. That was really, really quick. That's definitely going to save time there over Flipheal. So here we go. That was the first chest he's picked up. So this is what it normally looks like. You have no clue what's going on. And that looks like the second pickup there. course, we don't see what's in the chest. It can be a little bit annoying. You usually tell if it's the sound of money or you see your consumables go up. So it's usually more of an audio cue. So where's Flipheal? This looks like it might be a mountain play here for Flipheal. It's always nice to start up the mountain. Maybe not. Did they just forget themselves for a second? I think they just forgot themselves for a second and gone up a bit high. Or are they doing something else? Okay, I've never seen this one before. And it unfortunately gets himself in the infinite screen wrap. So sometimes with the glitches, especially with the teleports, when you're doing like screen wraps and stuff, you can just kind of get yourself in an infinite loop there. Unfortunately, the only way to stop it is save and quit. Actually, it's not even save and quit, it's just a soft reset, because you are soft locked into the game. So, vZakat is now back in Hera with that Hera big key. So we'll most likely complete the dungeon, there's no reason not to. It'll be interesting to see if he decides to open up any of Swamp from here. So what we'll be seeing a lot from later, you can go from one dungeon to... Oh! Unfortunately misses the bomb jump there. Oh, that's nasty. So I guess Flipheal was just doing a DMA because now he's in Hera. DMA stands for Death Mountain Ascent. Then you've also got DMD, which is Death Mountain Descent. Oh, unfortunately with that death, vZakat is deciding, you know what, we'll save Hera for later. This will be the floating island check instead. We're just going to do a bit of spacewalking here. Flip out onto the clouds. And Flipheal deciding, you know what, I'll leave Hera for later as well. Don't need to be doing dungeons just yet. vZakat is deciding to get that boomerang. I respect that. And we're just gonna... Don't mind us quickly backwards jump in. Back onto the mountain. Boomerang is very... Okay, I'm guessing there's some stuff we can be doing with the blue boomerang. I guess we'll find out later. And meanwhile, gotta love when we used to be. Hammer Moldorms, no. B Moldorms, A-okay. Oh, that hammer is like not working today. It looks like Flipheal here is rescuing the old man. Useful hook pushes. Okay, thank you. There's something we'll might be seeing later, obviously, if we get the hook shot. We don't necessarily go forward with the hook shot. We can be springing off in all kinds of directions. So hopefully we get to see that a bit later. And some of the items that we really want to see is obviously the hook shot. We would like to see the Samari as well. Bottles, which I think we do have one. The more bottles, the better, because we'll be doing YBAs, which let us drink potions as we're door transitioning, and then we can kind of just randomly go in, well, not randomly, but we'll go into different dungeons, different areas of the map, and bypass more keys by doing those kind of tricks. It looks like Flipheal is getting that boomerang as well. Ah, we're in for a treat then. Let's definitely hope we find the hook shot then so we can get some hook pushing. Zakot's done with the mountain for now. Where's he heading off to? Looks like some perfectly normal South Shore checks. It's a little difficult to explain. It's more easier to watch, but basically there we go. Tam will explain it much better then. Oh, there's the flute. Kind of useless, but it's nice to have. It'll make our light world routing a little easier. Not really. So we kind of like from what a lot of what I've seen, you kind of something called mist slot. So you usually use the Samaria. It's very very technical. Um, but you kind of want some weird values, however you do it. I guess with boomerang, Samaria, etc., etc. But the hook shot, instead of hooking us forward to grab onto something and go forward, like you can shoot the hook shot forward, and you'll manipulate it, and then you will just go to the left, or to the right, and backwards, forwards, and go flying through walls, so you can easily get through to other rooms. Hopefully, we get to see it, and once we see it, it will hopefully kind of make a bit more sense. We're not finding too much. This season's not really giving us too many choices right now. I mean, these guys... Ah, here we go. So I didn't even get a chance to figure out vZakat right now, so... I don't even know where he's going and what he's doing. I don't really know what happened there. So I might have to explain that one. Door droop to King's Tomb. Thank you, Tam. Did see King's Tomb there. That's quite interesting. We didn't see it. And there we are, another pod key. And just some pretty standard walking now. Looks like we might get the Zora checks. We've got the money for it. Yes and no. There are some players who do both. Yeah, it's a lot smaller community. Not everyone enjoys learning the glitches, but there are definitely some familiar names. Like, I know for sure Flipheal definitely joined the main tournament, and you see him from tournaments here and there. I'm not so sure about vZakat, like what their background is. But there is a community of glitch runners only. Oh, nice, a second bowl. So we'll actually take that. It looks like Flipheal's doing it as well, so... Oh, it's the moon pearl. Oh, a little bit important. All right. So that's actually really nice to find. So the moon pearl can just be in all kinds of terrible locations. So it's actually King's 2 not a bad place to find it at all. And both runners have it. So vZakat there actually done an alternative houlihan, I believe. I believe they might have jumped off the mountain, which kind of offsets your camera to houlihan to get the rupees there. We might be going to Hyrule Castle, but this could also be Thieves Town. It looks like Flipheal is getting some potions, getting ready for some YBAs. So normally if you look at the no glitches, we just kind of concentrate on the blue potion. But here we'll be getting reds and greens, they do different things. But yeah, Zakot might be headed to Thieves Town here, so we can use this door transition here to the Uncle. We get right on the edge of the door transition. Oh wow, that's a really nice glove. And then we'll drink the potion. Oh no, never mind. He's just not going to Thieves Town just yet. Meanwhile, Flipheal is now swimming through the graveyard, as you do. So I believe this is Hyrule Castle. Or supposed to be. This could be Aga 1 Castle Tower. I guess we'll find out once he's finished swimming through. It's so funny. It's like, don't mind me, I'm just swimming through the grass. Perfectly normal piranha thing to do. Unfortunately, losing a little more time. And just, that's a smart play, just saying like, you know what, I'll come back to that later. I'll go do something else for now. We might start seeing some of the Dark World here from Flipheal. Now he's got the Moon Pearl. Now we're going to see the Death Mountain Descent. So we can... Because Flip doesn't have the glove yet, so he doesn't actually have the typical Dark World access. He's going to run over here. He's going to clip off this ledge here, bonk upwards. Or not. It's still a little bit tricky because they can't set up spin speed, so spin speed does help a lot with some of these clips. Oh, gets himself stuck in a screen wrap. So yeah, if we can set up spin speed with the hook shot or the swords, these clips become a lot easier. I mean, they're not the worst clips to be doing. So I wonder if Flipheal is now just going to be like, I'm just going to... Still putting off that Uncle, unfortunately. Still leaving their glove behind. Yes, answer that question. Ganon still needs 2 swords. He still needs fire stalls. So sometimes these swords can, this mode can just turn into a sword hunt at the end. You've got everything for go mode, and you're on fight the sword. It does happen from time to time. Still haven't found any of the Fire Rod or Ice Rod yet. Like we said, we know there's 2 of them out there. Oh, did he lose his flute? Got a Rock and Scroll Woods with a 5-6. Of course, we don't actually need the 5-6, but we want it for the information. Of course, when we find a sword, there's the possibility of item duping as well. So They might do some manipulating so they can keep opening the chest. That'll only work on certain chests. So it looks like Flipheal was heading back up the mountain. He's going to try his Death Mountain descent as well. So actually, the no glitches modes are actually probably more modded than the no logic modes. Like certain things, like in inverted seeds, if you beat Trinex, you'll actually open the front door to Turtle Rock. People are actually doing a citrus here. This is really interesting. Actually decided just a citrus clip out. So citrus clipping is kind of where you're actually using the side of the wall. You don't actually need boots for that. Use the side of the wall. You have to set, it's very pixel precise. You have there's step movements. Oh, so yeah, you won't need the boots, and you just clipped off the edge. It was quite interesting. He actually just went as citrus there, unless he's just not feeling too familiar with the DMD, or just not confident enough, or comfortable enough, I should say, without the spin speed. So where's Zakos up to? Is this... This is Palace of Darkness. It's a shame he didn't do the Kiki Yeet. But you're going to see he's going to bomb himself through the wall, and all of a sudden now he's in Palace of Darkness in Cave State. So the thing with Cave State, it actually gives you 255 keys, and that's... pretty good sword there from Flipheal. So you'll see you open this door, and now you've actually got like a little red line with 4 keys. I think that's like 254 keys now. But yeah, this is why we're not too worried about Palace of Darkness keys, because we're going to do a lot of this stuff in Cave State. We're getting a bit ambushed there by the guards. 2 shields in Palace of Darkness. That's a half and half Flipheal. But once he goes into Thieves Town, he can just set up a Death Warp. The only thing about setting up a Death Warp in dungeons, you kind of go into fake Dark World because you haven't actually gone through the portal or done Aga. So if you was to screen transition, you'd actually go back into Light World. But with like Dark World sprites, it's very, very strange. So you kind of don't want to die in dungeons. The only way to get rid of it would be to mirror, but we don't have to mirror. Oh, that's unfortunate. Background Flipheal goes, getting out their flute. See where he decides to go now. As you can see, Palace of Darkness completely empty, no enemies anywhere. This might be a Thieves Town. He might go and get his glove now. No, he's getting out his flute. Never mind. Oh, no, he is. So he might have bought that potion because he's going to YBA the back of Thieves Town. Which Zakat didn't do. Oh, no, never mind. He's doing other things. He's decided to not go to Uncle. Or maybe he's just doing escape because he wants to go to Thieves Town afterwards. That's probably what it is. While you're here, he's just going to get this done. Yeah, and then he's going to go back to Thieves Town. Yeah, thanks, Town. Smart routing. Oh, there's one ice rod. We found our first of 2 ice rods. In the back of escape. We still don't quite know what if TR is going to be a pendant or crystal yet. Yes, over the years, the glitch tournaments have been getting progressively a little more complex. We've done overworld glitches, then it was the hybrid major glitches, then they've done the glitch league, and now we're on to no logic, which is kind of like the more complicated one. Oh, there we go. Pendant Thieves Down, Green Pendant Swamp. I think we're only looking for one more pendant. And this is a GT play here from Zaka. So we can just get in there and just... I mean, we haven't got too much, but hovering can be a thing. And bomb jumps can be a thing. These sound big, interesting. So it's been many a time we've seen the hook shot in the hook shot cave. And the only way to actually get the hook shot was to hover. Oh, we've got Big Q as well. Ice Palace. We also might use some glitches in here as well to get ourselves around. There's all kinds of glitches. I think we can get to Rando Room by doing some shenanigans. That was a small key there in Dark Cross. I believe we're in Dark Cross. We're actually going all the way. Oh, they're just setting up a death wall here. Okay, that's fine. I was like, that's very strange that they're actually going to get that key. Getting on the edge is a little bit tricky there from Zakot. And here we go. Flipheal's going to now head back, go to Uncle, and get their glove, probably to their disappointment or happiness. Oh, nice Samaria. Here we go. And there's the glove for Flipheal. So I know Flipheal's going to set up a little glitch here, the YBA. So he's going to get 1 frame away from the door transition, drink the red potion. And all of a sudden, we're in Thieves Town. Yeah, that was really good. That's quite tricky because the only way to really see where you're going is sword beams. And the fighter, only having the fighter sword makes it even more difficult. He might have the Thieves Town. Someone picked up... Oh, no, it was Zakot, didn't they? They picked up the Thieves Town big key, which is in GT. Oh, maybe they are going back. Zakot trying to do some bomb jumps here. It's so difficult to get yourself on the edge without the sword because you're just so used to it. That's true, you can item dash. Forgot about the item dashing. It looks like they just set up a death. I think there's other ways to get to Rando Room. I don't think they need to go all the way. Ah, thank you, Tam. Ah. Because they use the, let's just call it Bob's Door. I'm not actually sure what it's called. No, I'm thinking wrong things. Anyway. He picks up the maiden here, but I don't think we actually do it. Just kind of become a meme, I think, to pick up the maiden. I don't think we can put her in the light just yet. Or maybe we can. I think we fight this boss now, and then I think we pick up the crystal later, maybe? Maybe I'm thinking wrong. Yep. But now Flipheal's got that glove, it's going to make things a little bit easier for him. Yeah, learning the glitches is just kind of like a rinse and repeat situation. It's just knowing where to do them. Oh, there's the quake for access through the front door of Misery Mire. And this will be Flipheal's Ice Rod as well now. So Flipheal doesn't have the red cane yet. We'll probably head to GT some point soon. I'm not quite sure what this one is from Flipheal. I think this is just a mobility clip. I don't think that... Ah. I don't know why they did that, because they've got the glove. Oh, I mean, they've got the hammer. And there we go. First crystal for Zakot. Starting to make some crystal progress now, which is awesome. This is a spike cave check, which I don't think we've seen yet. And Flip's going to get his knowledge of the rest of the crystals. Oh! Oh no! Messed up a little bit there on the quick swaps. Might head back in. Sometimes the worst thing you can do is make a play, die, and then never go back there. Flipheal was actually going to go scout out Misery Mire, which we have seen from vZakat. It's glitching out right now because it's actually the rain. Once we go into my shed, and if we walk back out, which I don't think we will because we can't actually get into Misery Mire just yet. And all that for a big piece of love. Oh yes, yeah, absolutely right. He's probably going to Thieves Town. Oh no! Flipheal didn't move to the right enough, and yeah, he's soft locked in that wall. That's really unfortunate. Oh, and a mushroom hand in. Ganasau big key. Because we need that. And it's gone. So here's what Flipheal was doing earlier with the DMD. It just makes it so much easier if you can just literally just jump off the edge. And Flipheal was now going to pick up their Thieves Town big key. I don't think they've done the front of Thieves Town. I think they died just outside. Yep, it's not even open. So I think we're going to get some new checks over here from Flipheal. So it looks like is vZakat actually deciding he does want his GTV key? Or is this just potion buying? Just some shopping? Has he not activated his flute? He hasn't. Oh. I know it's not necessarily needed, but if you're going to get flute early enough, like it does make it a little bit easier with routing, getting around. This might be an Eastern play. And Flipheal's rewarded with their pendant. Well, his pendant. So, new checks again from vZakat. It's quite interesting. He's decided to avoid like Village of Outcasts area completely. Because those are kind of like the two main diversions. And here's where Flipheal skipped earlier. So we're going to get the rest of the Skullwoods checks here. So the only things that the other runners haven't done, so Flipheal still hasn't got to GT yet. And vZakat has not got to Village of Outcast yet. And soon to be Eastern Palace as well. I believe there's some shenanigans we can do in here as well to get to the boss without worrying about the bow. I think there's also a YBA from this Stalfos door as well, but I cannot remember where it takes us. Oh, we can go to Maya. Yes, so this one will take us to Maya, right? If we YBA through that door. Here we go. So we're using that bomb to try and get ourselves further in the door, because that door likes to drag us in, I believe. And there we go, the eastern side of Maya. Meanwhile, Flipheal is now heading into Palace of Darkness. There wasn't really anything in Palace of Darkness, so... But it's a lot of checks, so it's absolutely understandable to go and do this at this point. So even though vZakat has got the Quake, because he hasn't gone into Skullwoods yet, he hasn't got the sword, so can't actually get in through the front door. So as far as he's aware, like, this is maybe required. For Flipheal, they haven't gone into, or they haven't climbed Hera, I should say. So the Quake, I believe, was in the Hera big chest. But as we're getting more and more items, the scavenger hunt part of the seed is almost over. We're going to have to start clearing some dungeons, so we'll start seeing quite soon. A lot of pod keys. We're finding all the pod keys. And then here we got our little rail clip. Ah, that's where the mushroom was. I was wondering where we found that. So the interesting thing, they can actually go into Helmasaur whenever they want. There's a little glitch called the statue drag. And that allows us to bypass pretty much the entire dungeon. Oh, Bits in Eastern. I've completely missed that. So we're using that Samaria block there to get further into this doorway. It's quite funny he's standing on the maiden's face. Actually, Zakot there, you saw him stand weirdly in the door there. That was to avoid the little door glitch, or door boss, whatever we want to call it. Where you get stuck in the doorway and walk back down the stairs. And it looks like Flipheal actually might be doing Palace of Darkness here, because they've run all the way back to the front door. So now we're actually in Palace of Darkness and we're not in Cave State anymore. So we're going to drag this statue here to the staircase. And that just sets up some kind of values. That's about all I can tell you. And then you're going to see a series of things going on. So you're going to see us pulling invisible statues. You're going to see some camera unlocks. You're going to see some weird walking through the dungeon. There we go. Grab the bomb. And unfortunately he missed it, so he's actually having to reset the glitch here. He's actually quite finicky, this trick. Yeah, Tam, absolutely right. Like, Zakot does know this is a pendant. So we're going to go again for the statue drag. Like, it's a cool trick once you get it, but it's so finicky. Here we go. Do we get the unlock? Yes, we do. So now we've got very specific movements that we need to do. Just roll the camera up a little bit. And we're going to just walk through this door on the right, or the wall, I should say. And here we go. And we're in. Use the back door. That's some really nice. That was some really, really nice hammer strats there on Helmer. Flipheal obviously been practicing some NMG. As we get crystal on the left side and then a red pendant on the right side. So where next for both our runners? So vZakat actually might be picking up his sword here in a moment. The question is, where is that hook shot so we can start getting some hook pushing stuff going on? Oh, talking of fake powder, looks like that's what we might be doing. Now we'll find out what we sacrificed the GT Big Key for. Nothing interesting, unfortunately. Oh, nice. Flipheal's found his way into Hookshot Cave. The abridged version. So I don't know if either of these runners can hover. Ah, finally our first armor upgrades. Doesn't look like Flipheal can. vZakat finally activating his flute. And nothing there in Super Bunny. So I'm wondering where our next little thing we find is. Like, where's our second sword? Where's a fire source? I think Flipheal might be just having a little bit of a think there. Ah, decided to go to Turtle Rock. So we haven't seen any of Turtle Rock yet. This is pretty good. So the first sword was in Skullwoods. Trying to get the little bomb jump over here. Very nice. Ooh. vZakat's found a friend. I'm wondering where he's taking him, though. Yeah, it could be Pyramid Ferry, so we could be setting up the little swim over here to the Pyramid Ferry. Yeah, it looks exactly like what he's doing in the Pyramid Ferry. So we're just gonna... What we're gonna do? So yeah, we're jumping in. We're gonna set ourselves up. Let's kind of wedge ourselves in here. And then we're gonna go for a swim. Through the pyramid. Just a normal day swimming. So Flipheal we're actually running out of checks here in Turtle Rock as well. Oh! Just gets whacked by the chain chomp there. That's really unfortunate. Oh, there's our second sword. First for vZakat though. So at least we know where 2 swords are now, so... Oh no, reading material. So Flipheal going to get his revenge on those chain chomps. Really nasty RNG, just sat there again. Well, there's the real fake powder. Flipheal might decide to keep his GT big key. And there's our other armor upgrade as well. So Flipheal's still really pointing off GT. Okay, now we're getting the Zora checks. I believe vZakat did do these earlier. That was actually our fire source there on the blacksmith. We are just out of here. Oh, looks like we're heading straight into Palace of Darkness. Or is this the GTR? GT. Okay. There must be something they're doing because they've just run back through Cave State. I'm pretty sure they've got everything in here. Quick map check there. I think Flipheal was also thinking about the safe scum in that mushroom as well. Oh, just missed it. Is this Flipheal? It looks like they're going back. Oh, he's going back into the desert. I might be thinking now it's time to do some dungeons because, you know, you're an hour and 10 almost into the seed. I think they're on 1 crystal and 1 pendant each. So it looks like vZakat might be setting up for their statue drag as well. So let's see how he does. I was going to say, I'm guessing they're setting something up. Because they don't have any fire source. Unfortunately missed it there. So he's gonna have to try again. Ah, spin YBA to Lambo. Thank you, Silvergun. And Spleeby. A nice ice rod fight there. And Zakat's already got his statue drag. Got it a lot quicker than Flipheal did, so he's already at Helmer. He's going to pick up his 2nd crystal quite soon. Yes, there is a lot of major glitches that are allowed. There are still some that are not allowed, like exploration glitch. Basically, if it's a location in the game, there's probably a good chance that you can get there. And here we go. So Flipheal is now going to pick up their heart container. Hey, Spike Cave wins games and loses games, so can't blame him. And there we are, we carry on. And now we head to GT. So I wonder if, well, Flipheal will most likely continue on to Rando Room. They have that sword as well, which vZakat didn't have when he was in here. So he'll be able to get himself nicely lined up on the edge and bomb jump over. That looks pretty good. Nice bomb jump. Get rewarded with a cane of Samaria. Flipheal will probably keep going. They have that GT big key in hand as well. Yeah, we don't like seeing things done normally. We want to see glitches. Lots and lots of glitches. Another nice ice rod fight there for Lanmo. As long as Flipheal can jump across here, these are all going to be new checks for us as well. Oh, Eastern Picky, okay. And welcome SpeedGaming, with a party rate of 67. We've got a link to the past. We have the No Logic tournament race between Flipheal and vZakat. We're just hitting an hour and 15 minutes into the race. Oh, there's our first fire rod. So this is a double rod mode, so there's 2 fire rod, 2 ice rods around. So yeah, that's not great for vZakat, but we do have that second fire rod somewhere. Turtle Rock small key. So I don't think we're too far from go mode right now. Fortunately, gonna have a bit of a terrible ice almost fight here. But yeah, just while we got a little bit of a lull in the seed, so I think someone put the Discord link of the tournament. Like, feel free, go ahead, have a read. We've also got Tam on tracking as well, so thank you to them for doing this, and everyone who knows more about glitches than me for keeping me in check, and thank you everyone in chat. But yeah, this is only like the 4th or 5th game of the tournament so far, so we're still at the beginning of it, so lots more of this still to see. So if you're enjoying it, feel free to follow. And while we're talking about following, go and follow the runners as well. They're awesome people. Okay, nice. So we've got the fire rod. Basically got the Turtle Rock start kit in there, so wondering if this is going to be a way to get back straight into Turtle Rock, or are we going to go do some other things? Quickly checking to see what potions we got. Because I believe we can get to Aga 2 from Turtle Rock, if I'm not mistaken. Which is quite possible I am mistaken. I'm not mistaken, thank you. I got one thing right at least. So here we go. We're going to get our first glimpse of Laser Bridge as well. It just kind of begs the question where that other fire rod is. Because I don't think there's too much left in this seed apart from swamp. Ooh, getting a little heck there from the lasers. Decided to do just walk-in laser skips. Oh, and there's the flippers. Okay, that might head vZakat now over to Swamp Palace. And how do we get to Swamp Palace? Through the Wall of Hera. But I mean, this might be good for vZakat, because that rando room is going to take him a while to get back there. So for him, he's got to hope fire rod's there. Or, okay, maybe I'm being duped again. This actually might be Super Bunny. And this looks like... is this to Aga 2? What Flipheal was doing right now? And just gives up with it. Might come back in a second. Oh no, he doesn't. There's clearly some shenanigans going on there. Oh, I think vZakat was trying to go through the front door there and then realizing he doesn't have the medallion for it. So where do we go from here? This looks like it might be a DMD setup. Oh no, he's going back to GT. This looks like it might be a rando room then. I mean, he's got the lamp. He might decide to go right side, actually. We'll see if he goes left or right. Left. No, right. Yes, Flipheal found the fire rod in rando room. So as long as vZakat goes left after this, he should be fine. Unfortunately, though, he's going to lose some time here having to do this. This old trick. He's going to kill all the enemies in this room to set up his little... It's not really death warp. Let's just call it a warp. So now when he falls down the hole, he's going to go back to that door. Just going to open up everything here. Pit warp. Yeah, maybe pit warp. And then we're going to try and set up a bomb jump without getting grabbed or shot at. don't think he's going to get that one. Should get this one, though. Oh, careful, Flipheal. There we go, gets it done. Yeah, he had quite low health. He also didn't have the sword to help him with the setup to get to the left side. So was having a bit of difficulty there. And then got a bit too low on health. Oh, the bow. Okay. And now the awkward too many hearts death walk. So it looks like Zakot's now going to go to the left side, go to random room, and be able to pick up their fire rod. So Flipheal's found his way, glitched his way into Ice Palace. They've redecorated it, looks like. We're just going to have to kill all these Barrys here. Or Barrys, I should say. And it looks like we're just going to set up straight away. Just going to... oh, unfortunately missing the pixel. We're just going to bomb our way through this wall here on the right. Or not. Walls in this mode are a little bit just of a suggestion. We're not too worried about those. Doesn't stop us. And there we go. Fire rod for Zakot. Be happy to see that. Ah, Zakot's sword mode. Thank you, Tam. So what is Flipheal looking for? Is it the bow? Or the quake? Oh, Flipheal's also in sword mode. Okay. Oh, there we go. Sword number 3 in the ice fighter room. And actually, this might be vZakat here heading to Skull Woods. And if that's the case, he's going to pick up his second sword as well now. After a quick check of Bumper Ledge. So yeah, just doing the front here, might as well. Then once he gets to the, or about halfway through the dungeon, the vanilla big key, he'll find himself his sword. That was a very good cold stare fight there from Flipheal. I'm really impressed with that fight. Oh, getting grabbed by the Wallmaster there in Pinball Room. And we found our third pendant. So we now have all crystal knowledge. And here we go. vZakat about to get his second sword. Be delighted to see that. Looks like we might get a double Skull Woods right here. Both runners starting to do some cleanup now as we get towards the end of this seed. See how Moth's RNG is going to hang for us today. Bouncing around a little bit there on those spikes. There we go. Not too bad at all. Oh, Flipheal deciding to squash the Moth with the hammer. She started off playing quite friendly, and now it's decided to hug the spikes a little bit. Giving Flipheal a bit of a rough time there. Should be fine though. Wow, really not playing nice at all. There we go. So Flipheal looks like he's still searching. Because I don't think Zakot's got the bridge chest or under the bridge here. Ah, thank you, Tam. So Flipheal's basically in oh no mode. Ah, trying to dupe the sword. Oh, wow, that's cool. That's awesome. Flipheal looks like he was hesitating a little bit, just thinking where he wants to go. I wonder where Flipheal's going now. I was going to say, is this a pedestal check, but he hasn't actually gone to the pyramid to pick up his book, has he? Oh yeah, he doesn't have the Titan's mitts. I believe they were in Eastern Palace. And Flipheal hasn't touched Eastern Palace yet. So I'm guessing Flipheal is setting up some kind of YBA or something to get to somewhere else. Because he has done this dungeon. Ooh, that jelly there getting in the way a little bit. So where's that taking Flipheal? No. That looked like a reset. That's unfortunate. I don't know what Flipheal was doing, but it's a little unfortunate there. What's this? We're doing the vanilla big red bomb. I mean, Flipper will be able to get his sword. I think the book was there as well. I guess, you know, if you're going to cause some controversy, why not? And there's his book. Zakat now back in Eastern Palace. I'm guessing this is to YBA over to Misery Mire. Meanwhile, I'm sure Flipheal won't be too unhappy there finding Titan, not Titans, Tempered Sword. Getting a little bit dragged into that door there. There we go. Nicely done. Oh, left the Popo behind. There we go. Now the doors will open. I like how the item counter gets a little confused. We've done 7 out of 6 checks in this Eastern Mire. I mean, that's pretty much the epitome of no logic. Oh, no! Well, let's... Good thing Zakat did go back to Rando Room. This is why we play double rods. That's awful. But that solves that mystery, I guess. Where that the second fire rod was. We haven't found the second ice rod. On a second pedestal. Unfortunately, there's no glitches for the pedestal. We cannot do a pedestal dupe. Okay, that picture is down. We're gonna have to come back for that crystal. Looks like Flipheal's trying this thing that he was trying out earlier. No. Why not? Back of Eastern. It looks like Zakot's actually opening up the cutscene here. Personally, I'm not 100% sure why. Because we know Swamp's pendant. So we're not going to have to do that. Oh, their last bomb as well. Need to get this first try to get to Hera. Oh, that's what I was doing. It was duping the crystal. There we go. So here we go. I think we're kind of almost in the end game now. Zakot just needs to get to Trinex, then glitch his way to Aga 2. Oh, I was wondering why he's going here. He's buying some more bombs. Makes sense, I guess, with 0 bombs and 1 arrow. I was a bit curious there, because he knows it's crystal there in Turtle Rock. Meanwhile, Flipheal was clearing out Mystery Mine. I believe Zakot did do this stuff earlier, so I don't think anything's here. Zakot setting up an Azilla? Or a mist slot, or whatever it's called. Overworld conveyor to laser bridge. Thank you, Tam. Oh no! That didn't look right. But the conveyor trick, and please correct me if I'm wrong, it kind of gets Link to keep moving in a certain direction. So it looked like he was moving down even when he was walking. So he's just kind of sliding downwards at all times, like he's on a conveyor. Hence the name. I'm guessing he's just trying to slide down. There we go. Just casually falling through a mountain. I agree, that did look quite cool. Yes, there are a lot of glitches in this game, and they seem to be discovered like all the time. Like, I'm not an no logic glitch runner. I've dabbled in glitches, and every time I look at it, there's new glitches and new stuff I haven't seen before. I'll have to give it to Flipheal though. His boss fights have been absolutely spot on today. That was a very good Trinex fight there. Double explosions on both screens. So just Aga 2 now. This won't take very long because we can literally just get to Aga 2 here through the front of Turtle Rock. And here we go, Aga 2. Yeah, for vZakat, this has been a glitch masterclass. Like, there's not been too many glitches that he's messed up on. Are we going to get the clip out as well? Oh, as I said, that commentator's curse. So we can actually clip out there, and it saves us watching the little back cutscene there. Clipe, that's it. Do the clipe. No hookshot just means we didn't get a hookshot. This is the no logic tournament. I mean, even in this mode, hammer is quite often an optional item as well. I mean, for all we know, the hookshot was hover locked. It could be in the hookshot cave. It's unfortunate we didn't find it, because hook pushing is really cool. And there's the sand cart. But this is just game 1. These guys are gonna have another game. Oh, there's the Harris small key. And there we go. The pig is exploding. Link's got his sword to the sky. Get your GGs in chat for vZakat, who finishes his race with a race time of 1:55.44. GGs. And instantly, as vZakat's done, Flipheal does forfeit. But GGs to both runners. Well, they both played very, very well. It was a good race to watch. I learned some stuff as well. So I guess the runners will just take a minute and then come into chat when they're both ready. And here we are. GG vZakat. Congratulations.
GG, thank you.
Yeah, I think the first question is first. How's that fire rod for you in the rando room?
This whole seed was kind of a feels bad, man, because everything I decided to try and do, not having a sword ended up biting me in the butt. So like trying to get to rando room, seeing the fire rod there was a little demoralizing because I was like, if I could just do bomb jumps without a sword, I would have had that a lot sooner.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate. Because Flipheal went to a lot earlier Skullwood, so that was actually his first sword for quite a while. Why were you missing that sword?
Yeah, if I had gone there sooner, I probably would have just duped it 2 times.
But yeah, I mean, how did you find the seed?
The seed was kind of frustrating because it seemed like it just didn't give you anything. So every choice I made is like, oh, it's not a good choice. Probably could have done something else. So it's kind of like just keep like I think it was maybe like 45, 50 minutes in before I fought my first boss. So I was feeling like super behind, messing up stuff. It was just kind of like overall, this was not a fun seed.
Well, you wouldn't have noticed because you played very well. And welcome Flipheal, GG's.
Yeah, GG's. Oh my god, the seed was what he said times 2.
Yeah, I think unfortunately for you, you kind of missed a couple of those key items. I think it was the Hera big key in Graveyard Ledge, which led to the quake in the big chest of Hera.
Check. I hate that check. Oh my god, of course.
I think chat said Bo was in right side GT, which would have helped you out as well. So it was just a little unfortunate that.
Oh yeah, that was so dumb on my part. Oh my god, I was just so frustrated at the point. I made a lot of deaths, a lot of mistakes, and then I just, getting Samaria, I was just like, okay, cool, and yeah, totally blanked on the right side. That was really unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, it was. It's difficult with no logic. Like things are a lot more scattered, and it can be a little bit tricky to figure out where to go. But you also found the second fire rod as well.
I did.
Yeah. Well, you didn't pick it up because it was on the pedestal.
I thought about checking the pedestal, but I felt like there's no one item that's worth 3 pendants.
I had already had 2, so I was like, as bad as the seed was going, I was like, I'll take anything at this point.
Yeah, because we were a bit worried because, as we were saying, vZakat went to GT without a sword and was having a little trouble getting over to Rando Room, and unfortunately he kind of ran out of health. So skipped that fire rod for quite a while. Which when you picked it up was able to let you clean up a little bit. But it just eventually, like, I think you just kind of ran a little bit low on checks that it kind of just led you back into GT.
Yeah, I was kind of like, just what's the best place to go? Like, once I got the sword, things started opening up for me a lot. Because now it's like, oh, I can actually check dark rooms. Because I skipped the pod dark room because I can't do that without a sword. Like, other things like that.
Oh, that's fair enough. Yeah, I think we saw you go back in there later, but you just kind of routed it in with the statue drag as well, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, there were a lot of things I kind of put off because I thought, oh, I'll have better equipment later and I can do it then. But I don't feel like I ever got any better equipment, so.
Yeah, it really was actually, like, not really until the end of the seed that you started getting some swords and bits and pieces.
I was kind of curious, how'd you do Mire? Because not that I was anywhere near doing it, but I didn't have Quake, or did you find Quake, or did you do
Yeah, I found Quake, but I didn't have the big key, so I beat Vitreous in Eastern State and then duped the Crystal in Hera.
Oh, where was Quake?
I think we said earlier it was in the Hera Big Chest
Hera
or something.
Big Chest, yes.
Oh my god, okay, yep.
And then the Hera Big Key was Graveyard Ledge.
Punishing me double, that's cool.
So, yeah, thankfully I found the medallion, which helped a lot.
Yeah, especially with no hookshot as well this seed, it kind of restricted you a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, kind of like mislotting's like my thing. So without like the hookshot, and we got the lamp really late too, it was kind of like really restricting. No hook pushing at all.
Yeah, chat was saying be prepared for a masterclass if we find the hookshot on hook pushing and stuff. But unfortunately, we didn't get it this seed, but we got a game 2.
Yep, maybe next time.
Well, with as bad as I played this time, I hope not, because I'll just get wrecked even harder.
Well, the thing is, like, your execution was flawless. Like, you might have had a little bit of trouble here with the glitches. I mean, it comes with the glitches anyway. Like, everyone struggles with the glitches from time to time. But your boss fights were just, like, incredible. Like, it was an absolute masterclass. So don't put yourself down. You played really well.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I just haven't had a lot of time to de-rust in no logic. So just, like, I'm not, like, the greatest no logic player, but I can perform better than I did, so. Just a lot of the small things, like dying, going to thieves, not remembering to like select on the way to blind, so I had to go to bat. That like the not dashing upwards the one time. It's just a lot of small things, just kind of threw me off and just made it worse.
Well, hopefully you'll get a little bit of time to practice between now and the next game. Have you guys managed to schedule that one yet?
Yes, we did. It's going to be on, I don't know what, I guess Thursday night, the same time as this race?
Yeah, same time as this one, 2 days later.
Okay, awesome. We've got that to look forward to. So yeah, GG's to both of you. Give these guys a follow. Like, they've put up a great race. They're fantastic runners. If you want to see more of the glitch tournaments, feel free to join us on the Discord or speak to a lot of these people in here because they all know the glitches and run the tournaments as well. So yeah, like, keep in contact, keep watching. Thank you to Tam as well for clicking the buttons and tracking for us. Any last thoughts before we wrap this up, guys?
I'm just looking forward to more of this tournament. Hopefully I can get far, and if not, I'm excited to watch a lot of really exciting matches I'm sure are going to happen, so.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a great tournament.
Yep. You know, the usual thanks for the comms, the restreams. I didn't know we were getting a restream, so it's always fun. Tracking, all that fun stuff. And good luck on the next one.
Thank you so much, everybody. I am Obscure Lifeform, and GG's to everyone, and we will catch you next time for the next No Logic race. See you all soon.